Okay, well, this got out of control really quick. I made a short not long ago because I had ordered a set of bearings and seals for the wheel side on this rear axle on this F-150. And what had happened is the wheel seals that I had unboxed, not these ones, they were different ones, but the wheel seals that I had unboxed were very clearly used, cleaned off, and then put back in the box and returned to the store. And everyone is, well, not everyone, but there's a lot of people going, well, that's your parts store's fault for not checking that part. And that's a yes and a no. See, it's not my parts store, the one local to me that I order from, whose fault it was, because those particular part numbers came out of a distribution warehouse somewhere else in the state. So whenever another store, and it wasn't mine, but it was another one somewhere, probably up in Tampa, but the other store had committed the larceny. Now, whether that was an inside job, like an employee that did it, or an employee that just didn't care enough to check the box on the return, or both, is irrelevant. It's not my parts store that did it. Yes, they did order the parts, drive up there, drive them back down here, drive them over to me and drop them off. And as the receiving shop or the end user of said parts, we really don't open every single box and look at them just to make sure. This is not a super common practice, or it shouldn't be. It's been more common as the economy seems to decline, but I don't really blame my parts store guys for it, because they would have gotten those components and those boxes from their supplier, which is a trusted source. So the problem with the larceny took place outside of my store and outside of my delivery store's store, and it happened somewhere else in the network, whether that was at the distribution place or at another retailer store. Regardless, it's not the parts store's fault that somebody decided to steal components out of the brand new box and then return the old ones. It's not their fault. I get that, yes, they should have opened the boxes and looked inside, and maybe it was an inside job, but that doesn't mean that the blame for the original crime goes on the store. You know, yeah, you can call that bad training, and you can call that employees not really caring very much, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are ultimately responsible for it, because the crime was committed by the original purchaser of the components. Now, moving on, yeah, I can get mad about that. I can get mad about that on a number of different levels, because there is thievery running amok and treachery that's out there. And I don't have to like it, and I certainly don't have to encourage it. And I have the ability to kind of call out that bad behavior, because maybe somewhere out there, somebody who would have considered doing such things is going to see that video. And next time they think about saving $16 by committing larceny, they might change their mind and decide that morally it's just not worth it, because you might just get bashed on the internet. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm angry about it and I'm showing my true colors and all this other stuff. I get to be upset about that. You know, no different than if you went to the store and bought yourself a gallon of milk and came home and it was curdled and you were dumping chunks out of the thing. You would be mad about that. You know, you can get angry over things that are worth getting angry over. Is it petty? No, I don't think so. Sure, these are $8 or $12 or whatever seals, but what if that was a $1,700 power steering gear that I needed for a customer that's on back order, and I found the only one in existence on the planet, and I paid overnight shipping to get it, which is like another $800 or whatever. I paid all this money to get this part, and then I find out the same thing happened. Do I get to get mad about that? I think I do. So having said all that, you guys, I don't think that you have any reason to get mad at me for calling out bad behavior when I see it. I'm trying to I'm trying to set an example and make something of a sliver of a difference in the world. And if that takes me calling out bad behavior and foul play, then I'm going to do that. But that doesn't mean I'm responsible for it. And that certainly does not mean that I'm the bad guy. If you guys happen to miss the short in which this whole drama debacle sort of stemmed from, I will leave a link to it down inside of this video's description and in the pinned comment down below for you to go back and peruse said short video, and you can justify, or you can not justify, you can formulate your own opinion on the matter. Come back to this video, check in the comment section, let us all know what you think. You know, who's the real bad guy here? Is it me for getting mad about it? Is it the first customer that returned damaged parts that they stole? Or is it the parts store for failing to check and do their due diligence? Let me know, comment section down below. Do not forget to tap that like and subscribe button while you're down there. And most importantly, stop stealing car parts and have yourself a great day. See you guys later. Bye, Dave. Oh, and real quick, I can't believe I got to do this. Well, here, there's the proof. I'm not even the one that did that, because here are my original seals that I took out of this axle. There's one, there's the other one, there's the one for the pinion. Actually, that's the one for the pinion. But I've got 2 wheel seals, a pinion and a bearing and a pinion bearing. I'm not the one that stole the parts to begin with. So if you guys were thinking it was me and I was making all this up, because yeah, someone said that too. Made up video. If you think I made this up, you're wrong. Here's the proof. Goodbye. Have a nice day.